Man, her husband needs some real help here. Desperately needs some help. Co-parenting under some really unusual circumstances. Co-parenting is tough to begin with, man. They all feel like they're unusual circumstances. You got something going on in your life, hit us up at thebertshow.com.
Bert Show. I've been married for 10 years and together for almost 20. 3 years ago, my wife began cheating with a friend of mine that she met through me. We've been separated ever since. She is open and unapologetic about this. It just is a situation where she said this is what she wants. The problem is, I have been the stay-at-home dad to our 8 and 5-year-old children. She will spend a few hours a day with them, on and off, but that's it. Because we can't afford childcare, she pays the bills so that I can stay home and she can live her new life. She hasn't lived here for almost 2 years. I would love to leave this situation that I'm in. However, I don't have the financial stability to take the kids on my own. And if I were to leave, that would put my children in the care of an unstable mother and expose my children to a person who I don't trust to be around my kids. So I feel held captive in this situation. I don't want to leave my kids, especially given that doing so I believe would be detrimental. I would do anything for my kids, but I'm not sure psychologically how long I can keep being a single dad without setting myself up for a future where I can live on my own terms. I'm sacrificing my life for my kids, but I'm realizing this isn't sustainable. Any advice appreciated?
Wow, some of you guys might be here too. You know, I'd say that there are very few situations where you're truly stuck, you know. I say that it takes a lot of work, but very few people are stuck. That sounds like a pretty stuck situation here right now. 1-855-BERT-SHOW if you have any suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, you're not living a life. Like you're basically being a provider for your children, and I commend you for that, but you don't have any life for yourself. So the only advice I would give, and my husband is a stay-at-home father right now, and that is not an easy job. Being a stay-at-home parent, it's very isolating, and it is a tremendous amount of work. So my advice to you is, I know you want to be there for your kids, but circumstances have changed. You need to find a job, hopefully one that either you can work from home or has some flexible hours, and you need to start saving up to provide a life for yourself that's not relying on her.
This part right here is troublesome also. And if I were to leave, that would put my children in the care of an unstable mother and expose my children to a person who I don't trust to be around my kids. So yeah, not only you got to find a new job, but you have to find childcare to where your wife's not involved during the day. Whew, that's a long legal battle, probably.
Anybody will tell you that it's infuriating because childcare is so expensive. You're basically getting a job to pay somebody else to watch your kids when you could be home watching your kids.
Tough. Good morning. Is it Tamara? Tamari, what's going on?
Good morning. I think that your listeners should get a job during the kids' school hours and start saving up money that way. And then when he has enough money saved up, then go ahead and leave that situation.
Yeah, because they are 8 and 5, which means they are in school during the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so. That seems pretty easy.
That would be ideal.
Yes.
She solved that easily.
I don't know how it's complicating that. So what would preclude him anywhere in this email from getting a job during the day? I don't see anything.
Doesn't say.
I think like jobs are few and far between right now.
There's
But
that.
a lot of people are hiring, but it's like impossible. And for him to be the sole like provider for the kids in that he'd have to pick them up from school. Like, how do you start a new job where you kind of just have to accommodate everything, and then but you're like, I need to be out by 2 o'clock every day. It's hard to ask for those hours.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but I don't think you're stuck. Hey, Krista, good morning. You're on the Bert Show.
I say divorce her. You can get spousal support and child support, and then you can work while the kids are in school until you can get after school care.
I mean, yeah.
So you can DoorDash, you can do Uber Eats. There's lots of flexible options.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, there's stay-at-home dads aren't the norm, and not to say that anything's normal, but generally speaking, it's a stay-at-home mom. And if you're a stay-at-home mom and you get divorced and you didn't have a job before, yeah, down the road you would get one, but in that in that time being,
Paid.
yeah, the person who has the job would have to cover child support and alimony, right?
Mm-hmm. Naya feels very strongly about this. Hey, Naya.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi. I just wanted to let him know that being stuck is just a temporary thing. I had to get out of the relationship that I was in, and I had to start all over with my son. Me and him were staying in a shelter just so we could start all over. But you know what? I got childcare. I got a new job, and today we're moving into our new place. So, in time, everything does work out, but you have to really want it and work for it.
Good for you. That's amazing right there. And I think you said it right off the bat. There are just very few situations where you're really stuck. I mean, you did what you had to do, take care of your family, and now things look a whole lot better. Appreciate you calling. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The Bert Show.